Hello, I'm Frank Hanaway, and welcome to a very special edition of Big Journey, Small Steps, because this video is for teachers only. But remember, we're all teachers. Well, normally on my channel, I talk about my spiritual journey and I point out over and over again that I'm just relating my experiences and what helped me and that I'm not a spiritual teacher. But today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I feel I'm an expert on, which is teaching. But I'm not here to preach to you about how you ought to set up your classroom or blah, blah, blah. And what I'd like to help you do is enjoy the beginning of your year and to sort of set up some space for you to enjoy the rest of your year. When people come to me and tell me, oh, I want to be a teacher, I laugh at first thinking, I hope they're not in it for the money, because that would be a really bad sign. The thing I say to new teachers, and I said this to interns, and I always have said this when I presented, was you have to love your students. And therefore, you have to have a really big capacity to love. And I've said that for many years, but in the past few years, due to my spiritual practice, I've sort of realized what that really means. What does it mean to love someone? Well, my spiritual teacher pointed out, and this is in the tradition of Mahatma Gandhi, to love someone means to put their needs before your own. Boy, that sounds un-American, doesn't it? Yeah, what's wrong with him? Let me get my gun. No, it's okay. If you put other people's needs first, doesn't mean that you put other people's wants first. Wants and needs, as you're well aware, are very different, and especially where students are concerned. If you're putting a student's needs first, then you're making sure they have structure, consistency, a loving, nurturing environment, that you're preparing them to be successful in the world. It also means that as a teacher, you're taking care of yourself. Because no child wants to come to school to find his teacher sort of in a slump on the desk because he or she didn't get enough sleep the night before, or to see his teacher all upset and in a mad rush because she has to cut out all these little things for a lesson, which the students could probably do themselves. I'm just saying. So, put your students' needs before your own and you'll be happy. And it doesn't mean burning the candle at both ends. It means being available for them and having a personal relationship with each student. Are you going to like every student? I seriously doubt it, but you'll find something wonderful about each one of them. Sometimes just their tenacity is amazing, isn't it? When you get that child who is determined to be non-compliant at all costs, and isn't it a challenge to get them to be compliant about the important things without breaking that spirit of tenacity, which is an enormous asset in your life? Remember the parents too. Love them, because they'll be your best allies. They're the ones who most of all want to see your students succeed. Very few parents come in to a conference and say, you know, I was hoping little Billy would fail this year because he's got it coming. So here are some tips that I think will help you develop that loving relationship which, by the way, you can spread to the whole world. Please spread it to your colleagues. Try to love them too and try to help put their needs first. You get this incredible sense of joy from that. And it's hard. It's really hard. So one thing, slow down a little bit. Try to get to school a little earlier than you need to so you have a moment to talk to that teacher in another hallway that you've been meaning to share some things with, but you just didn't have time because you were in a tear to get there. Sometimes you can't do that. You got little kids, but try to find a way to slow down. Another thing is, be solid in whatever builds you up spiritually. If you have a spiritual practice, keep after it. If your religion is important to you, practice it. Be an example of your religion. Be someone every kid can go, oh, my teacher is Jewish and look how my teacher acts. So when they go out in the world, they'll have that wonderful picture in their mind. They'll make that association. You're the best advertisement for what you believe in. If you meditate regularly. Do whatever your practice says. Now this channel has lots of information about meditation, and if you go to my channel, if you just do a YouTube search for Frank Hanaway, you'll find all kind of videos on YouTube about meditation, and I'll give you the links to how to do that if you think that will be beneficial to you. Sometimes it's just a matter, if that's not your thing, go read an uplifting book. Go read a book about how some teacher succeeded in doing something that seemed impossible. Whatever, as my father used to say, however borderline inappropriate, whatever blows your skirt up. So what would that be based on? 7-year itch? Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful teaching year, and you have something to offer your students, and show them love, and you will gain joy by buckets full. So, thank you for spending your time with me today. It's always my privilege to share with you, and from the very bottom of my heart, I wish you peace and joy.